Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Dubai Property Talks. My name is Nishchay, and today we are going to discuss one of the most important questions which is there in any investor's mind if they should buy an off plan property or a ready property. And to have that conversation or to have that discussion, I have with me the managing director, MD of Maverick Realty, Vansh Mehra, with me. So, how are you doing today?
I'm doing really well, and so is the Dubai property market, as you know.
Yeah, it's a buyer's market. A lot of people are buying, and of course, we have already discussed about how the state of the market, how people are buying in this market right now. But of course, let's start with our discussion today. So let's start first by explaining what are off-plan properties and ready properties.
So, off plan properties are the properties which are under construction, whereas ready properties, it's like a ready property, it's already completed.
Yeah, so and in off-plan properties, guys, you get like of course it may be ready after 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, any time frame which the development has given. Now let's come down to the comparison, which is the main topic of discussion and main doubt in a lot of investor or a lot of people's mind, and some of the people are unaware about what are offline properties, what are the advantages they can get there, what are the advantages they can get in ready properties. So let's come down to the comparative analysis or the comparison between off plan and ready properties.
So, first of all, we'll start with the price. As you know, price is a very important factor whenever you're buying real estate, right? If you're buying an off-plan properties, yes, you do get a price advantage because you are buying a property which is under construction. So developers do give you some sort of discounts, and you get it at a fairly lower price than a ready property. But in ready properties, you also get a price advantage because you are buying at the market price. You know what transactions are happening. You know what are the other similar units sold for. And you can do your analysis and then buy it at the current market state.
And of course, one of the important things which I feel, which people, even if they're investing in an off-plan property, they should look at the similar properties. What are the prices of similar properties right now? And of course, it's kind of a future. You are betting on the future. You're buying a property which you think that will be good in future. So in off-plan properties, what I personally also feel is that the developer which they are buying from is very important, right? So what's your take on the
Yeah,
on
look,
that?
to be honest, again, it is very important that you buy a property from a reputed developer. When I say reputed developer, I mean developers who doesn't compromise on quality, they deliver on time. So you need to check the history of the developer, what projects they have completed, and were they handed over on time. So it is very important that you buy the property from a right developer if you are purchasing off plan.
Of course, and in off-plan properties, a lot of you get payment plans from a lot of developers, and nowadays they are giving immensely good payment plans. Like you are getting a 7 year payment plan up to 10 year payment plans as well. Whereas in ready properties, you cannot get a payment plan. You have to pay all the amount upfront. Of course, there are mortgages and all which are involved, which of course we will discuss in detail someday again. But yeah, so in off plan properties you get payment plans with zero interest from developers, and in ready properties you have to pay the full amount right now or on the spot. One of the things, one of the interesting things which has been started, which is there and which is growing as well in Dubai real estate or with a lot of developers, what I have seen is they're giving ready properties as well with a post handover payment plan. So so which means that if I am buying I can buy a ready property, I can pay some amount, maybe I can pay 50% of the amount right now and 50% of the amount over 2 years, 3 years after the handover. So which is also very interesting. So what's your take on that?
Look, it is interesting that developers have started post handover payment plans. Again, it helps the end users so they don't have to go for mortgages or take mortgages. And it also helps investors because they can generate high ROIs and they can make the payments from the rental payments if they are renting a property. But with that being said, they should not buy the properties at a higher price looking at the fancy payment plans.
Yes, which is very important. Whenever there is a post handover payment plan with any property, there will be some amount of interest or some amount or some extra amount or a premium will be added to that. That's why any developer will give you a post handover payment plan, right? So you guys need to compare that property with a similar property at that at that price point, or in that area, or you need to look at other properties as well, right? Now let's come down to another point of comparison, which is capital appreciation and ROI in both of the type of properties.
So let's start with ready properties. In ready properties, you do get immediate returns of 5 to 8% depending on what property that you have bought or where you have bought the property. And in off-plan properties, you do not get the returns immediately, but you do get capital appreciation, as you know. Yes, in ready properties, there is capital appreciation as well. But in off-plan properties, you can expect more capital appreciation because you have bought it at a lower price. So, with that being said, I guess it is very important you buy the property at the right price, which I said at the beginning of the podcast. You have to compare the transactions of the similar properties with the property that you are buying right now. So, now I would ask you, what do you think, which one is better?
See, I can't really say any one of them is better, or I can't really choose. I think nobody can choose, to be honest with you. Any property is better when it gives you high returns. That's like the bottom line of real estate. Whichever property is giving you good returns on your investment, that is a good property. So whenever you're buying an off plan property, look at the market condition, look at the location of property, look at the developer from which you are buying, look at the price, look at the payment plans. There are a lot of things which are there. And if you're buying a ready property also, you have to look at the market price. You don't have to buy a property overpriced, be it ready or an off plan property. So I hope these were the major differences. One was the price, second was the payment plan, third was the post handover payment plan, and fourth was the capital appreciation and ROI, which we discussed throughout this podcast. And I hope like a lot of people would have a clarity on A, what are off plan properties, and B, what are the differences between off plan and ready properties from these. So thank you so much, Vance. Thank you so much for explaining all these things to us. I hope everything is clear to them, and I'm gonna keep on poking you every time and keep on bringing you back on my show, or on my podcast, so
I
that
hope I get paid next time from the amount you're earning from YouTube these days, huh?
it's only for educational purposes, no money. So yeah, so thank you so much, guys, for being in this podcast along with us. We'll see you guys until next time, and we'll bring a lot of new things for you guys. So thank you so much once again.